Alrighty, guys, welcome to tonight's charting session. It is Thursday, August 17th. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. So, tonight, basically, we're going to go over. I did not take any trades today. We're going to go over the action today, see if there was anything that we might have missed. I know Johnny took a short on NQ in the PM, so we can go over that as well. And then we'll go over what we're going to be looking at going into Friday. So, first thing I want to talk about, let's talk about bias going into the morning, see if we can maybe have seen anything that we didn't see in the AM. But for me, I truly believe that there was really no A-plus setup for me today. So let's review it. So going into the morning on NQ, you can see we slowly started to have some momentum back to the upside in the overnight session. And we were coming right back into this 30-minute fair value gap that we had. So we had a nice imbalance here, looking to see displacement out of this to the downside. We got a really nice selling move here to the downside, validating that the most likely draw is going to be this low. In the morning, we didn't really have a lot of clean action. It looked like we were very, very slow and choppy. Market started to open, and we just kind of had a slow kind of move to the downside, really chopping here, continuation of the downside, and then right back up, and then right back. Not really any clean action. That's why I feel like in the AM, there wasn't really any setup for me to take. Later in the day, we ended up coming up, forming these equal highs on ES, and now this is where Johnny ended up taking that short. Now, the reason I didn't take a short here is I wanted to see this level or this area get swept first. Now, normally, it's against my rules to take any sort of trade if buy side or sell side has not been swept, and we had a lot of equal highs here that I wanted to see get taken first before looking to take any sort of downside move to the shorts. So if looking at NQ, we were coming up. We had a little bit of an SMT here. Now, the reason I didn't take this SMT too much into account is because ES was forming equal highs, not lower highs. So that's one reason I didn't take it. This is where Johnny took those shorts, got nice displacement to the downside, entered some shorts, and caught this nice move to all the way to sell side. But for me, the reason this is not A plus is because for me, there was no internal liquidity that was taken in this move back to the upside. Now, we did come back. We did reject this fair value gap, which is not a bad trade. This is not a bad trade whatsoever. The real trade, the real best A-plus opportunity that I would look to see would be this, and it never ended up coming back. So this would now be my break of structure to the downside. Once we come up, I want to see displacement on a bigger time frame, not just the 1 minute. Right, the 1 minute, that's a very riskier riskier short to take without the proper action. But once we get this move to the downside and we end up breaking through this low and we get nice displacement, I'm now looking to take shorts in this fair value gap. So this is where I started to start looking for shorts. Now this is validating my bias to the downside, but we never ended up coming back into this. We just continued to sell to the downside. So I never really got any good setup today. And that's something I want to talk about. Is I'm completely fine with that, and you should be as well. I am completely fine with not taking a trade today. If an A-plus setup or some sort of setup does not present the entry that I want in the best possible trade that I can take, then I am totally fine not taking a trade, and I'm totally fine missing out on this move. I do not care to miss out on a move if I do not get the best possible entry, right? Because the way I like to think about it, and the way that you should think about it as well, is if I end up taking these trades where, hey, let's say I did enter a short, which is not bad, but let's say it was even a lower quality setup, and I end up taking a short, and it ends up playing out for me, and I'm like, hey, that worked. I should repeat that again. No, you should not repeat that again, because most of the time, you're going to end up building bad habits, right? A lot of the time, that trade should not have been taken in the first place. So when I'm okay with missing out on this trade, I know that in the long run, I'm building good habits by doing so. I'm being patient. I'm being disciplined. I'm being disciplined to only take high-quality trades, right? And that's the thing that I want you guys to focus on, is it does not matter if you are taking – it doesn't matter how many trades you're taking. A lot of you guys go into the day looking for opportunity that's not there. You need to be focused on staying disciplined in only taking good quality A-plus trades, right? That should be your main focus, right? Oh, let me let my dog out real quick. She's barking at my door. I'll be right back. All right. So, for me, there was no A-plus trades today. I'm totally fine not taking a trade. because I know that in the long run, these good habits that I'm building is able to give me that advancement and able to protect me in certain days like this, right? So, anybody has any questions so far just on today's action? For me, there was really, really nothing super clear, not any really A+ setups. Why'd you wake up late? My alarm did not go off. Is this considered SMT? No, that's why I didn't take it, is because ES ended up making equal highs. I wanted to see those highs get taken first. The best possible trade that I could have taken here in the highest probability setup would have been if ES came here and then we bounced to go sweep these equal highs, right? We came down, maybe swept this low here, and then look to come sweep these equal highs and then look to take a short. But since we had these stacked equal highs here, I didn't have confidence in shorts just yet. I want to see this happen first, right? And again, I don't care to miss out on this move. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I should have took shorts. I should have did this. No, you shouldn't have. It was good that you didn't take shorts if you did or if you didn't, because you're building good habits. You stayed patient enough to, hey, if I don't get the entry I want, if I don't get exactly what I want to see happen first for me to have a high quality setup, then I'm totally fine missing out on this trade because I know that I'm building good habits. And because I'm doing so, I'm going to be rewarded in the long run. Now, no. This trade was not bad. It was not a bad trade. It is just lower probability. And for me, I want to see a little bit more happen before taking the trade. All right, so going into tomorrow, let's clear up the charts a little bit here. We have a lot of continuation to the downside on ES. I am still expecting this low to become the draw. So depending on what happens in the overnight session, if we do come down and sweep this low in the overnight session, I'm going to be looking to honestly probably expect to see slower action tomorrow. If we come down tomorrow and this is where we are and we've already swept this level in the overnight session, I'm probably expecting to see slower action. So that's something we want to keep into account. Another thing is where we are right now, our buy side level, the only really thing that we have here would be this high here that I would want to see possibly come back to. In the overnight session, we actually could potentially see a little bit lower and then look to have a move back up to buy side in the later session. But right now, I need to see a little bit more structure. Right now, we just had a big sell-off. We're starting to consolidate at the lows. I don't really like where we're at right now. I want to see more structure start to form to give me a better understanding of what the draw on liquidity is. We do maybe have this 5-minute fair value gap. Again, this is going to be a little bit lower quality, though, because it is a 5-minute, and I would want to see at least discount of this range being met. Yeah, let's take a look at, we can take a look at gold. So for gold, again, looking at the 4-hour, we're continuing to sell off, expecting the draw to probably be lower. What's going to be the highest possible trade that we can take? If we come up, sweep this high, and then look to go back lower. So this is what I would be looking for on gold, is I would look to be seeing a move back to the upside. Now, we could reject somewhere around here. Zooming in, you know, sweeping this intermediate high here, maybe having displacement back down. But again, it's going to be lower probable setup there. So I'd want to see a more continuation to the upside on it, on gold. And then pretty much the exact same thing for NQ. Like I said for ES. Now, NQ has already... Actually, no, we haven't, sorry. Actually, yeah, we have. So NQ has now already taken this level. So because I believe ES draws still lower, I'm expecting NQ to still go lower. But right now, I would want to see us meet back to discount of this range before looking to take shorts again. But right now, I don't like where we are. I need to see a lot more structure to validate a bias. Can you review this trade? Do you consider a sweep of the higher time frames? Was this on ES today or what? Oh, this was on. Yeah, this isn't bad. I like this. The only thing is I would just want to see a little bit more sweep. Right now, this to me looks like relative equal highs, but it's not a bad setup whatsoever. You got a sweep, displacement, pull back to fair value gap and discount. Nice sell-off. Looks good. Only thing that makes this just a little bit lower probability is just the sweep is not a little bit too tight. It looks like relative equal highs that I would want to see get taken again. No, I would not consider this A+. I need to see a lot more. I need to see what it looks like on the left, to be honest. But it's not a bad trade. But I need to see more structure to the left to really tell you. Yeah, I can take a look at Euro. Again, same thing on Euro. Probably expecting the draw to be this low. Daily, we do have a daily fair value gap up here that has not been met yet. 4 hour, again, same thing. Would be looking to see this high being swept for the best possible setup. What's this? Like setup again. I can't tell you. I can't tell you the rating. I don't. I need to see more of this chart. Yeah, right now I truly believe that a lot of these charts that we're looking at, I need to see more structure to validate a bias. I need to see more structure. Right now we just had a big move to the downside. I want to see a retracement. I want to see more internal structure start to form. Right now there's not a clear draw on liquidity. I need more structure. Can you explain how you decide the difference between market structure shift and internal liquidity sweep? The displacement. So depending on, for example, I'm not looking to take shorts if we do this, right? If we have like a sell side level here, or I'm not looking to take longs, right? If we have a sell side level here, and this is you know a 15, let's say this is a 15-minute time frame, right? And we have a low, and then we end up coming back to this, and then we end up sweeping this, and we put a high in, and then we come back down, let's say, and then we have this. I'm being very careful taking shorts here, right? I'm being very careful taking shorts. Why is that the case? Now, this is buy side, and I absolutely could take shorts here. But why am I being extra careful? Because we could go right through this, right? That's why I'm looking to see the reaction. That's why our strategy is so good, is I'm not automatically looking to take shorts. I need to see a lot more happen after this for me to take shorts, right? I need to see displacement back inside this range. I need to see break a structure to the downside, and then a fair value gap, right? And then I can look to take shorts. But the reason I'm extra cautious, and the reason this now could be market structure shift on a bigger time frame, is because we've now swept sell side. So if we get displacement through this high, I then expect the draw to probably be here. So it's just aligning those bigger time frame biases with intraday. Market structure shift and breaker structure is the same thing. Yes, if we did come back, that's where I was looking to take shorts. In that 5 minute, that would be higher probability. Yes, I was looking to take shorts there, but we never came back. Think I'm starting to understand higher quality setups. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Does anybody have any questions or any trades they want me to review? I just changed my time frame by clicking numbers on my keyboard. So if I 15-minute enter, 5-minute enter, 1-minute enter. BTC, we can take a look at BTC. So we just swept this high, having displacement to the downside. We definitely could come to this low, but I am overall bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, I just loaded long term, so And I'll probably look to add if we come back down here. If we sweep this internal high and then get displacement back down, it would not be a bad short, no. What time frame is this? 15-minute? Yeah. If you zoom in here, this high being swept right here, and then we get displacement here, this would be a good short targeting here and then here. What is that on, actually? I want to look at that. British pound US dollar. But again, keep in mind this high, that buy side is overall still higher. So the only way for me to be able to take a short here is I need to see a lot of displacement to the downside. Because we just swept this level here. So I need to see this. Was this a good entry? Yeah. I like that. In smaller time frame, you get break structure, nice displacement, pull back to discount fair value gap. Good TP. Looks good. Do you usually take the second fair value gap or wait for something to be respected? I wait for bigger time frame bias to give me a confident draw on liquidity, and then I look for intraday structure to take it. So technically, I like to see the first one get validated, and then I'll take the second setup. One more question. What's your opinion on the 3 lows and targeting the bottom one? Wait, hold on. Wait, what's your... So lower resistance liquidity run targeting this one. Again, at this point in time, you could look to scale here, but I would let my contracts go to that sell side level because you have confidence with the setup that you're going to go here. So let those runners go. All right, guys, that is pretty much all I have for you today. Not really a lot to go over. Let's end the week off strong on Friday. I haven't taken any trades the last 2 days because we had FOMC and then we had today. I didn't really like anything. So the fact that if you guys are able to get to the point where you don't have to take a trade for those 2 days, that is something that you should be proud of. Because for me, I have the discipline to sit here and recognize that for me, there's really no A+ setup. So I'm not going to take that trade. It's not worth putting money on the table. It's not worth risking capital when I know that it's lower probability. So I'm waiting for good setups, waiting for good structure, waiting for confident setups, and then I'm going to execute and I take advantage of it. So enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I will see you all tomorrow morning. If anybody has any extra questions, again, always feel free to just at me in the Discord, and I'll make sure to get back to you guys. So enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.